like that? You like that? I like that.
That is very offensive.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of TACT Lab, where four friends sit down and talk about pretty much anything. I'm Tyler, and like always, I'm surrounded by three friends. Chris, how are you today?
Doing good, man. Just enjoying this global warming. Short sleeve weather.
It is nice.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it as well. How are you, Thomas?
Good. Glad we don't live in a tent city.
They are disgusting,
Yeah.
but necessary to some.
Yeah. You know, just go put your tent up on privately owned land, and then everybody's like, why'd they kick them out?
Mm-hmm.
I guess you should own the land.
Some people have a problem with that. They can't legally kick them off.
Well, it's kind of smart if you ask me.
It is.
Put it up on a tent, and the city offers you 90 days in a hotel.
Yeah.
Pretty sweet deal.
They just got kicked out of the hotels.
Well, I mean, they said 90 days.
They were probably doing drugs in there, so that's probably why.
Isn't it called squatting laws?
No, the city's just like, if you guys want to go live in this hotel, we'll pay for 90 days.
Oh, I see.
It sounded good on paper until they got kicked out a week later.
How are you, Alex?
Pretty good.
Cool. Very nice. Well,
How are you?
I'm good. What's the agenda today is, well, Thomas wanted to talk about predictions.
What?
Do you have anything?
I predict that we're going to have some sweet pulls from these Desert Storm cards.
There's some, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I predict there's some pretty good property in Syria we can buy.
It's probably pretty cheap right now.
Oceanfront property.
Oh, you talking about a certain somebody continuing the status quo?
What are we talking about?
Yeah, I'm sure
I
Americans,
thought Democrats were weak.
They're not weak if they show out militarily.
I bet Americans get a pretty good deal on a piece of property over there.
Well,
I
technically,
think we have
Chris,
the we just take it mentality.
Hmm.
The manifest destiny. We don't do that no more.
I mean, can you technically own land overseas?
I don't know. They sell
You
plots
can?
of,
Chinese can.
they sell plots that you can buy a little square in Ireland and you're a lord.
Yeah, 1 square foot.
That'd be sweet.
I thought about doing that.
It's like
Ice
buying
Cube did it.
It's like buying a star. It's like, how do you know it's legit?
But, like, you can't own land in
They
Mexico.
sell the same star. So what?
We can't own land in Mexico.
Oh, we can't?
No.
Yeah.
The cartel owns land here?
I mean,
Don't you have to be a citizen?
I guess.
I don't know. I don't know the laws.
I just know here it's like, Chinese, you want to buy land? Go for it.
Oh, yeah. Got to bend over for China.
People trying to get that quick buck.
You could buy some Midwest land for nothing.
Yeah,
Bill Gates is doing it.
Buying it all up. What's he using it for?
Solar feed.
Vaccine prep?
his nanobots.
Slow down
harvesting.
the feed us synthetic beef and slow down the farmlands.
You can buy a bunch of land in Canada, too, where no one wants to live because it's so fucking cold.
Yeah, because if there's an ice age, Canada's going first.
They are going
Yeah, because it
first.
goes from north down.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're David Weiss. But then what makes...
Until you get to the equator, then it goes from the south up.
And then it goes backwards.
Yep.
Then is Canada the closest to the ice ring? Is that why
There's
it's
one in Kannapolis.
an ice rink? I haven't been there.
Wait, there's an ice rink
Is there?
in Kannapolis?
It used to be.
Where?
Near McCabe's.
That was a skate rink.
Yeah, it's ice rink.
Damn it, I always wanted to go ice skating, man.
There used to be one at Eastland Mall.
Yeah.
It's not there no more.
That's one at Concord Mills if you don't get shot.
There's an ice
There's not an ice
can
rink at Concord Mills, is there?
It
At
used to
the,
be.
at the Speedway thing.
What?
Yeah, they made ice in the back.
There was one at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, and there was another one at the speed park in the mall.
Yeah, they're
Up until Christmas.
It was spicy ice skating because you skated or bullets whizzed by you.
Yeah.
That'd be fun, dude. Just
exciting.
Like, even though my feet point this way, it'd be cool to try.
Or you can go to the Checkers training facility in
Monroe.
Monroe, yeah.
Yeah.
It's right there off of
I
485.
think I'd just assume to do the skydiving adventure.
I fly.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, all of our listeners in the local area, if you want to go ice skate.
Hit us up.
I have tickets to the iFly thing.
Really?
I've been trying to sell them
Nice.
How'd you get tickets?
for Christmas.
Oh, how much do you want to sell them for? Top price?
We got 4 tickets. We'll talk about it later. Maybe we can have an adventure.
You could probably sell them. You could probably do a giveaway for our listeners. Drum up some followers.
Maybe we'll all go instead.
I'm good. I don't want to get in a fucking onesie.
You don't want to. You don't want to fly.
Get in a wind tunnel in a onesie.
Yeah, I'm not a toddler.
What about Air Force pilots?
Just big toddlers. The chair force.
All right.
Well, who here at the table thinks they're going to get the Cheney card?
All right.
I think.
Should
Chris-
you,
I think Chris
for
will get
our
it.
listeners, should you tell them what's up?
You want to show them?
Well,
Go ahead,
I mean,
Alex.
I can't show through people's ears.
We got some Desert Storm trading cards.
Right. For people on YouTube, I think that's going to show up.
Here, right.
Alex
I got a whole goddamn box.
Alex gifted us
Yeah, show the box.
Desert Storm trading cards. I used to get these as a kid. My dad used to pick them up for me from the gas station.
These are authentic tops, 1991, the original box.
Come at us, Logan Paul.
Before we open them, can we just admit that they worked?
Yeah.
Who got these as a child? Tyler.
I did.
Who joined the
The military.
military?
I
My
did.
dad had them too. I didn't join military though. But
They are made and printed in the USA, too. That's
Yes.
kind of cool because that shit wouldn't happen no more.
no,
So these are from what you said what year they were from, right?
1991.
Okay.
This is peak Desert Storm, right?
Quick math, how old are they?
20.
Over 20
19.
years.
They are 20, solid
Yeah.
20. Those are 20 years old, never opened.
You fucking dumbass.
It's not
20 years ago was 9/11.
Wait, are they 30?
That's why I said over 20 years old.
Wait, why are you calling me a dumbass? I'm not the only dumbass. Me and Alex both answered.
I was just in general talking in that direction.
Like I said,
20
I
years
feel
ago
like
was
I'm
9/11.
catching it all on this episode today.
How dare you, Tyler?
20 years ago. Yep.
I was born in
You said
87.
19, motherfucker. And then I said 20.
What year were you born in? 88?
So they're 30.
That's why it was called quick math, because it's going to be wrong.
Quick math.
It's been a long time since I done maths.
Quick
Dude,
math.
holy shit, USS Iowa fucking launching.
You opened them.
Oh, we're going to
Are
open
we
it?
going? All right.
Go for
Before
it.
we open, I hope I get the 1993 World Trade Center bombing, like a Futures edition.
That's the booster pack that came out in 95.
Yeah, the basement bombing.
Let's see what this is.
Got to be careful not to crimp.
Fucking view from above.
Something fell out.
It's got a sticker
We got a
in
sticker
there.
in there.
Oh, these feel... Oh, it's got the... You can build a thing on the back.
Build a thing. Oh,
Big-
if you
big a
collect,
giant picture.
that's cool.
USS America. Oh, I got the Pentagon.
Oh, you
Shit,
lucky
boy.
son of a bitch.
Pre 9/11.
Has it got a hole in the side of it?
I got the air defense artillery.
Aegis control.
Is this a land card? They tap it for more mana.
Yes, it
Look at
does.
I got Colin
I got a
Powell.
goddamn. You got Colin
You got
Powell.
Colin Powell?
I just
got
got,
Colin-
I just got a Tomahawk missile fucking up a target.
I got
Yeah,
Colin
Tomahawk
Powell.
missile in flight.
F-14 flies for information.
I got a goddamn stealth fucking bomber.
You lucky.
And F-18 wants to fly.
Sweet.
USS Ule Frigate.
Look at these guys.
Shit up.
Nice.
Chemical.
Fucking helicopter stallion.
Dude, F-18,
Dang.
baby, taking off.
Oh, I got. Okay, so I've seen the Iowa a couple times in this pack. Who else got the
I
Iowa?
got a couple Iowa. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
got that. I got
you got
USS.
a couple in one
Dude,
stack.
check out this
Oh, I
missile.
got one here. You got one. I think
Check
Tom's
this
got
I
one.
got
missile
America.
out.
I got USS America.
I got a Hawk missile.
What's a hawk?
I don't know, but it
Oh man.
just looks like you're sending a jet to somebody.
So, no one else got an individual.
Oh, I got a person.
No. Oh, yeah.
General H. Norman
I got one more.
Schwarzkopf.
You got Schwarzkopf?
I got one.
Yeah.
I got.
Is that it?
Another one?
Is that it, Schwarzkopf?
Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's a collector's edition right there.
Boom.
That's $5 card you got.
Is it?
Another one?
Wonder how much Colin Powell's
Oh, yeah.
worth.
Probably like 3.
I got to open my second pack.
And I got
He's
a
black.
CH4.
That's not what I meant.
I got a CH47 chin hook.
Chinook.
Chinook.
Chin hook.
Go, dumbass.
Get him, Tyler.
Get my chin
And a
hook.
No, I'm too nice. I'm too nice.
No, come in. I called you an asshole for thinking.
Dude, that's pretty sweet. That's like
Okay, there you go. Like I was like wearing the gas mask.
that's like some shit from Walking Dead.
I got wings over Egypt.
So
I got a Marine firefighter. It's just some dude in aluminum foil.
Oh yeah, wearing the gas mask. I'm with you.
there it is. Man. All right, so Colin Powell's my only one individual.
I got another person. Chief of Staff General Merrill A. McPeak.
Machine gunner. I got an artillery.
Look at him
Artillery.
aiming down the barrel of the camera. The cameraman's probably sweating a little
You
bit
will
at
find
that
out
shot.
when he McPeaks.
McPeak.
I didn't even read Colin Powell's.
Dude, these are like character. You can make a game out of this.
Yeah.
Scud missile.
I feel like
I
Powell.
really want to make
That's
the
true.
big picture
There's
on the
people.
back.
Look, commanders, vehicles,
There's
weapons.
everything. There's weapons.
yeah.
Satellite
M1
dish.
Abrams.
Do you have a guy right now on your table that can can trump Colin Powell over here?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I got General Colin Powell as well.
Oh shit!
Oh damn, we got two.
I got the card I wanted to get.
You got Cheney.
I got Dick Cheney.
I got in flight with A7.
I can't.
counter.
We should be wearing gloves. I think.
Oh, yeah.
Keeping the acid off of them.
They got the Patriot Control Center.
Well, that's top secret information right there.
The Patriot controls.
We don't want to leak that. You don't want that info
Look, I
to
got the
leak.
fucking the Sidewinder missile.
See, that's what I'm saying. I put out my control center. He shoots the Sidewinder. I help him aim.
The Patriot missile.
Nice.
Oh, I got
got the-
Kelso. That was a important guy too.
I got the
think.
sunset on the desert.
Look,
Freaking
holographic
sweet,
at first.
dude. I also got a Secretary of State, Dick Cheney.
Nice.
I wanna
Frank
see
Kelso.
Boys,
You got George Bush.
I've got the commander.
God damn it!
We got the POTUS.
the commander in chief.
That's a $30 card.
Nice.
He is a great looking man. He looks good beside a Colin Powell.
He actually served in the military.
Yes, he did. Both of them did.
One was the Air National Guard.
Was it Colin?
It's Junior.
Well, that.
All right, time for pack number 3.
I
Well,
just got Colin Powell.
got Colin Powell. Who do you think would win, Colin Powell or Colin Powell?
Got a Department of Navy
Dude,
card.
that's sweet.
But on the back is even better. It's just close up with this guy's face.
Oh, it's the picture. It's the picture.
You gotta
that
make
you
the
That guy
big
made.
preparing to
picture.
jump.
You gotta make the big
Paratrooper.
picture.
Yeah, that picture probably goes
Paratrooper.
to. I could probably give you one of these, and it'll help you make yours.
I got the Wild Blue Yonders. I don't know who that is.
There you go.
I got a fucking Bradley tank.
Nice. Those things kill people when they drive into water and they can't get out.
Anti-aircraft chemical gear.
I just love that. It's so ridiculous the shit they have on these cards. It's like
Yeah.
kids were just like, "Fuck yeah!"
I want to see the Vietnam series where they're like sticking bayonets through kids' bellies.
It's if I can do with his leg skin coming off from the napalm.
This guy taking a selfie in his jet.
The special forces soldiers hung up upside down, skinned alive by the Viet Cong.
Or has the one the guy with the flamethrower giving chocolate to kids, and he's like,
I got
The chocolate's melting.
I got the
"Real life schmoes."
I got the USS Iowa mid battle. They're like firing rounds off.
Yeah, we've both got a couple. Alex has got
Yeah,
a couple of
yeah.
those now.
Did you get the USS Wisconsin?
I got
I saw that one,
I got the USS Midway, big battle.
Oh, I got General Richard Graves.
We're gonna have the whole
The
lineup.
whole.
Gonna have
Nice.
everybody next.
We're gonna have all the hard dicks here in
I
a
got,
second.
I got a freaking Harrier. That's cool. That's like the jet you liked as a '90s kid.
This one's very, very generic. Check this one out, Chris.
Sunset of the Desert. It's very close to my Harrier at night.
Was this like setting?
This is a setting
Yeah,
card.
look, we both got setting pieces.
Their lands.
This is setting cards. All right, I'm playing.
So I'll put my general on your cruise ship
This is
with a paratrooper.
well, we should take all these.
We'll have
and
him
seriously
man the
do it.
satellite dish.
Like these are like field spells. The Carrier at
yeah.
night. It's a setting.
Yeah, it's almost like a what is that? The Field of Fog or the Battlefield of Fog or whatever.
There you go. You got your sunset. I got your mid-air refueling.
So
yeah?
aerial attack, got sea, land.
I'm bombing Egypt, baby.
I like that. Yeah, that was over. It's like we won't blow up the fucking Giza pyramids.
That would be really cool to be that fighter pilot getting to fly past the pyramids.
And my last one's a Patriot Missile Command Center.
Chris,
At
This-
the controls.
At the controls.
that's what that picture looks like completed.
Okay, so like we could all go together and make
Oh
that.
shit! Here we go.
That'd be
Yeah, here's
awesome.
got flares.
here's two
Oh,
pieces.
that's sweet.
Here you
See,
go,
we
Chris.
should
They
do
have
that.
the same border.
Hey, everybody, throw your these things together. Let's see if we can make a picture.
I got the motherfucking American flag.
You can't be part of our picture.
Is that a worthy one?
No,
That's worthy.
unless you have pieces of sunset.
I do have pieces of sunset. I
Or this-
actually have the
Thomas has a
sunset.
piece of sunset. Here you go.
You have to
Look.
You have to match the red.
There's two.
There it is.
All right, Thomas
But do
has
we
my
have the
reds.
same? Do we have the same
I got
flag on the
sunset.
back? We do. So it's the same card.
Get this flag.
Alex, that looks like a hate symbol.
Oh, what unit is that?
75th Infantry.
Yeah,
It's just pissed off
That's
a
a-
lot of guys.
that's an old unit.
Hey, there we go. Look at that.
Yeah,
that
two
that goes
pieces
with
match.
his.
Motto of their own accord.
Yeah, they do whatever the fuck they
Do
want.
what the fuck we want to.
Here you
All
go.
right, Thomas is building it, baby.
There's
Keep
the
this one.
blue
That
one.
was pretty cool. I get this motherfucker come in.
You got the B2?
What is
You're
that?
going to take out all my frigates with that thing.
He's being escorted by
I'll make it nighttime combat.
One guy.
He doesn't even have a gun.
All your whole battalion's like, what do you see? He's like, okay, it's like 2 degrees left. Shoot
I
there.
think a scud missile's coming.
Your
Scared
B2
mission.
bomber is your B52 is gonna carpet bomb my fucking frigates.
So you get the TOW anti-tank gun.
Nice.
I feel like this Pat was a bust for me. I mean, I did
Really?
get this sweet little looking F-18 cockpit, but
Got
he
the
was a
F-18
bust. Like
cockpit.
it's like I want.
All these cards on to do with.
Oh my! Give me you. Like I've got Bush.
Nice.
Well, I do have some interesting stuff about predictions.
Okay.
All right,
Let's
go
do it.
for it.
Do it.
Well, we'll start with Nikola Tesla. So we all know who that guy is, but
Yeah,
he basically, these are a couple quotes. I'm going to start out,
he started the electric car company, right?
well, he probably influenced.
Oh,
So I'm going to start out slow and then we'll ramp it up. And so I will say that these aren't about people that predicted like 9/11 or, you know, some other crazy event that happened. This is more like what's going to happen in the future, possibly the downfall of the world.
I like it.
So Nikola Tesla predicted actual Tesla car.
Did he?
This is a quote from him. As early as 1898, I proposed to representatives of a large manufacturing concern the construction and public exhibition of an automobile carriage which, left to itself, would perform a great variety of operations involving something akin to judgment.
Now, weren't there electric cars before gas was a thing? Like that was actually the thing.
Were they like, did they have like a hook and it like hooked a power line that like those
They were-
trains in India?
Steam powered. It was steam.
There was steam.
But there's also electric.
There may be. I don't
Cars.
know, Chris.
Like,
you know,
in like the early 1900s. Let me look it up.
you might know
That would be
better.
crazy.
So then he also said something similar to Wi-Fi. So he says, when wireless is
Really?
perfectly applied to the whole Earth, we shall be able to communicate with one another instantly, irrespective of distance. Not only this, but through television and telephone, we shall see and hear one another as perfectly as though we were face to face, despite distances of thousands of miles. And the instruments through which we shall be able to do this will amazingly be simple compared to our present-day telephone. A man will be able to carry one in his vest pocket.
Vest pocket.
I like how he thinks everybody's also still wearing vests whenever these phones come out. So
Well, he was a technology man. He wasn't. He wasn't a fashion man.
In the 1840s,
that's pretty early.
this
Wow.
guy had like disposable batteries because they couldn't recharge.
Yeah.
This thing, it could go 1.5 miles at 4 miles per hour.
Oh wow, that's
Yo.
not bad.
But he's like, he takes this big block of battery out. He's
Yeah, yeah.
like, throws it in the river.
So
After it's done.
1.5 miles, you got to change it out.
He's got 7 50-pound batteries in the back.
Just kicking them.
I bet he felt pretty fucking cool back then.
Yeah, he's like horseless carriage.
How would he?
Wizard Harry?
How did he charge them up?
He just, like you said, kicked them into a river.
That was it.
He found magnets in the earth.
No, it was probably chemical
They
reaction.
were called galvanic cells.
What are those tank rounds that we can't shoot over in Afghanistan anymore because of some EU treaty that it's like cancerous? It's plutonium.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably he probably like went into a plutonium cave and came out with like rocks that
glowing.
he made
He's just getting radiated.
his balls are tingling. So he's like, man, I bet I could do something with this. It makes me feel
The
funny.
fucking death rate shot through the roof. Everyone that went past him
Yeah.
fucking died next week.
Like, it's really warm.
He's like, well,
It's really
I
warm.
got a
Yeah.
fever.
He started putting him under his bed in the winter.
Fucking skin just falling off.
Dude,
This is the way of the future.
by 1896, you could go 25 miles at,
Damn.
at 20 miles per hour.
That's an
Whoa.
increase.
That's
But
pretty good.
From when to when?
Like
You
we-
said 1896, but when it started, 1840.
Yeah, that guy was going.
That's a long time. I mean, think from 1840 to 1840 to 1890 would be equivalent to like
20 years.
1940, 1940 to 1990.
Dude, by the early 1900s, this guy had 600 electric cabs in New York City.
Whoa.
They were just like blocks of wood.
Chucking batteries left and right.
Just kicking them down the sewer.
They were like those.
Just kids in the street playing with
Well,
them.
I think by then they could recharge, but still.
Oh, yeah, because they didn't have DC power anymore.
They've still got tuk-tuks over in India, and we had electric electric cabs back then, and they've still got tuk-tuks in India.
That's automation, man.
Why don't we keep going with it?
I guess gas.
Couldn't charge it.
Because we found out that the byproduct of kerosene was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
The
Make more
byproduct of
money
kerosene was what?
Gasoline.
Oh, there's probably all kinds of things that petroleum.
Yeah.
Probably
make more
cheaper
money
just
off
to
of
have
it.
gas.
Yeah.
So
It's a money thing.
I'm so curious how that guy was charging batteries in 1840 though. How did he figure that out? Oh, and then he had to have a motor. Like that whole technology just really
Like, you just thinking he had like a wind up.
yeah, because they were definitely winding up Model A's back then.
Yeah. And then the have copper wire. It's not like you can go to the store and just get copper wire.
Where do you get copper at? Like mine it?
You would have to make it, right?
Yeah, you mine it, you extrude it,
You have
you
to-
turn it into fucking wire.
You have to smelt it yourself.
Dude, this guy was making electric vehicles during the Civil War, and people nowadays get butthurt when their iPad dies.
Can you imagine him running from like a band of Union soldiers out hunting for rebels?
Hold on, I gotta change my
He's
battery.
going 4 miles an hour. It's like that.
4 miles an hour is pretty fast.
It's good.
Yeah.
If you're trying to walk next to it.
Like you'll eventually out tire the guy.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the movie Year One with Jack Black, where
Yeah.
Cain and Abel, who kill Cain kills Abel or Abel kills Cain? Chris.
For sure, Cain kills Abel.
Yeah, Cain kills Abel.
So Cain in the movie Cain kills Abel. and
Spoiler alert.
His father's chasing him, and they're running on a horse and carriage, and then the other people that are chasing them are on a horse and carriage. But like people literally walk faster. They're like walking faster than their carriage, but they're like whipping the horse as hard as they can to go faster. I feel like that is what's going on with this 4 mile an hour thing. Now 4 mile an hour is fast, right? Like you probably walk at 0.2.
Yeah, 4 miles an hour is kind of like a fast walk.
But then you
Yeah.
think about it, you couldn't even go from here to my house without changing batteries.
Yeah, because back then people were way more than a mile away from each other.
Then they all shoot you and miss, and they got to reload their gun.
Yeah, so you've made it 10 more feet by the time they've
They're
reloaded.
packing their musket or what the fuck they got.
While they're reloading, you're changing your battery.
Your battery, and you go again for another mile,
Like, dude,
and they're like, "Fuck."
we'll put it this way: the dead body on the kite's gonna come by faster than
Or Benjamin Franklin.
Callback.
Yeah,
Callback. So that's just really interesting how we started with electricity first, then went to gas powered stuff, and now it seems like the shift's going back to electricity.
yeah, because we're running out of the other stuff.
Do you think
Or-
we're running out of it,
or
or do
we're
you think it's just a
pushing
new
it.
business?
Yeah,
I
we're-
think we're actually killing ourselves with it, but tomatoes.
You're
gotta
talking
find
about
more dinosaurs.
Yeah.
you're talking about cancer and stuff from breathing in exhaust fumes.
Or like turning
climate.
melting our atmosphere, or melting all the ice.
But what about all
Kill
the
everybody on the coast.
what
Hey, the
about all
ice
the
is buoyant. When ice melts, the water goes down.
yeah? It doesn't actually change, right? Put ice in a
Duh, right?
put ice in a
cup. Let the ice melt. The water doesn't go out of the cup.
True. Well, that's the other thing to charge all
Chris
the.
is just you just locked Chris up.
Well, the other thing that gets me is the byproduct of charging all these batteries. Like you have to charge them, but you charge them with coal and stuff. Mm-hmm. Like you have your Tesla and you hook it in at your house, but you're using Duke Power that's using coal ash and all
It's
that
that.
stuff
It's that picture of the frozen turbine, and the guys are spraying like de-icer
from a
from the
helicopter.
It's like
You're using
fuck.
gas to.
Yeah.
Yeah, or
It's like you're making more emissions just
Yeah.
to try to go green.
Yeah.
the turbines also have they have a shelf life of like 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
After 20 years, they have to bury them They're huge.
They're
They have to
massive.
bury the turbines?
They have to bury the blades.
Why?
Why
'Cause
can't
the
they
blade-
repurpose it?
The blades,
Deteriorate.
they deteriorate. They're like made out of fiberglass, and so they crack. They
Oh, they'd be too
repair-
heavy if
So
they're
you
metal.
can't recycle fiberglass, right?
They can't. And so there's like pictures of they're miles of field that are these blades are laid in rows, and then bulldozers just like pushing dirt over the
We
blades.
should like build canoes out of them or something.
Go ahead. Who do you want to build who do you want them to build canoes?
Chinooks.
Just the world's largest helicopter. Those blades are huge. They're huge. They're like as long as a football field. Could you imagine an aircraft that big in like 30 years?
Dude, we would dominate everybody. The Vietnamese would be like, damn, I wish we had this back in the 60s.
It's possible.
Would that even generate lift to get you off the
I don't
ground?
think so.
You'd have to spin them very fast. So imagine the motor and the horsepower.
Yeah, that'd be a lot. A lot just to get them going.
It's like a 3.1 on the Richter scale every time a fucking helicopter comes by. It's just like,
They have to have some sort of they have to have some sort of coastline launching pad, like the rocket launch pads. They just
the fucking
no one can be close by.
The pilots have heart monitors and make sure they're fucking shattered the fucking heart.
The pilots could be in like some sort of
like baby shaking syndrome.
like the Titanic had that room that would tilt with the
Yeah.
boat. Like this thing could like have it could be
just
like
like-
on rubber or
You know how,
something.
they
It's
do
just
the
a giant
G-force
shake
for,
weight.
astronauts. They put you in a machine to shake to shove. Make sure
Oh,
you can handle
yeah.
the
Or it'll
helicopter.
be like expanse. They gotta be like, here comes the juice.
So I
juiced.
imagine a machine like that would probably need 4, kind of like a quad.
Yeah.
And God,
Like a
that would
giant-
be
yeah.
it'd be a city, dude.
4 football fields.
That would be a city.
This is my helicarrier.
No, so one blade's as big as as big as a football field. So imagine if you put 2 like arm span, it'd be like 2 football fields. So then imagine 4 posts.
Imagine where to fucking land it.
You imagine-
That's what I'm saying. Usually,
Okay, you're describing the carrier from Avengers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what it is.
It's the big command base from Avengers, and
the
they have like
helicarrier.
100 of them.
Because what would hold them together? You turn that on and they just shake apart.
you'd have to have them pretty smooth, very balanced. The problem is you would the thing is something that big would totally like chop through anything that was in the air. A bird, another small, teeny, tiny plane in comparison to this thing accidentally gets into the rotor wash. Tink!
You just have 4 of them and turn them sideways. You just have to have go straight toward the people.
Blow everything out of its way.
Oh man,
That would be really cool to do a movie about something that big. It would
you
be on.
just put a bunch of solar panels on there to power it.
Yeah.
No, that
Put like
thing
6
needs.
of them. Asteroids coming. You launch 6 of them to blow
No,
blow the asteroid
This
away.
this thing has to be nuclear powered. This thing needs
Oh, shit.
this thing needs 10 nuclear powered
That's when
engines
it's
to power.
It's like
it.
the Titanic of the air. It's like
So-
it's never going to fail. It
Oh, so
launches.
Tyler's just described like a perpetual flying device.
Yeah,
Like,
it
the
It's
never-
an aircraft carrier in the air.
But it never lands because it's just a giant drone with nuclear
Yeah.
power.
well, it
Yeah.
could take like so. Yeah, because how long can? So I know a submarine can stay underwater for 8 months, but that's probably because of air supply, not because they have to swap motors or refuel it with
aircraft
rods.
carriers are nuclear power. And they last
Long
third
time.
decades.
Yeah. So
It just
technically,
depends on how much uranium and stuff you have in there.
What Tyler's described is like it can never land again.
Just
It's
takes
got-
off and
it's
stays
just
in the
gotta-
air.
well, they could
This
break
is a Final
the.
Fantasy ship. It just flies.
Yeah, it can-
They can break the power. They can like slow the power down through some sort of.
Imagine
It's not like we're in the air. We got a helicopter
We're
on and off of it now.
the King Koopa's fucking ship.
Pirate ship, a pirate ship with rotors. Why did we make it out of wood?
Fuck it. Shoot cannons out of it.
You just gotta
Make it out
hope
of
technology evolves to where you can just get it out of the atmosphere instead of crashing it into Earth.
Why would it crash?
We kill ourselves. Man's greatest achievement is his destruction.
Well, failure leads to accomplishments. Let's build it
It's the fucking
again.
Gerard Butler movie.
The
that
Russians
was a
have.
good movie.
So, did y'all ever see?
You would need that mid-air refueling.
Yeah.
yeah.
They're like slipping rods in and out of each motor.
Your tolerance is like 1 foot.
Brit. Oh, what was that? What was that movie where they were like cities on tracks? These huge cities just driving immortal engines.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
That sounds like Snowpiercer.
Did anybody watch it?
No, it sounds like Snowpiercer.
What's Snowpiercer about?
Hey, Chris Evans in it.
But I don't remember it.
It was a train that like has to perpetually move because
It's
the Earth
so
is frozen.
bad. Yeah.
Oh, that's a
Like
good movie we talking about.
yeah, but
Which movie?
Snowpiercer.
But like, if
seen
the
it.
world is that bad and it's full of snow, then wouldn't it just snow and snow and snow and snow? Like by the time it was at one part of the world and made it to the other side, that would take days.
That's why they're on the perpetual motion engine.
But
They
it
don't
could
stop.
easily snow multiple feet by the time it got over there. Like I'd love to see that train really blast through about 8 feet of snow,
Yeah, the tracks never got snow on them.
were they just constantly hot?
I guess.
Because the tracks go all the way around the planet.
Yeah.
That doesn't make
There's no
sense.
plot holes in this
It's
movie
the
at all.
Willy
That
Wonka
doesn't
sequel.
make sense at all.
I mean, it was.
Just gotta watch it, man.
Apparently, it made enough sense to have a TV show made about it.
I know. I tried to watch it and I couldn't make it 10 minutes.
Most shows on TNT aren't good.
I just don't like narrow train cars, and they have half of it to the poor, half of it to the wealthy.
Yeah.
And there's a door that they just can't make it past. Now I understand at one point they're going to make it past that door and take over, but
It's Die Hard on a Train.
it's just so stupid. Like the first opening scene, like
McLean.
people bum rush the train, they get on, and then the guards tried to kick the people off, but the train had started moving by then. Like, just stop the damn train,
It makes
kick
sense.
these
You
fucking
can't.
hobos off.
Global warming's coming.
But then you get to the end of the train and it's Charlie.
Who's Charlie?
Chocolate Factory. It's the little kid growing up.
Well,
That's what makes the movie great.
Yeah.
I guess if they did have the train at the front enough wedge that they could technically slice through whatever the fuck they wanted, make a fucking tunnel after a while.
If they had that train in Game of Thrones, the show would be over in 2 seasons.
Well, he did have a dead dragon.
Well, I don't know. You got those showrunners. I don't know.
He's like it's like this would be like Jon Snow is up ante and he goes right toward the north wall.
Blast through it. Well,
That show meandered so bad.
I do like this humongous flying ship. That is so interesting.
It's the Avengers.
And that's our first prediction.
Yeah. Dude,
So-
I can smell these cards like from here.
Something smells like a stink bug in here.
It's these
It's
cards.
a Batman card.
I swear I sat on a stink
No,
bug
the
or
Batman
something.
cards stink.
They smell bad. Like they legitimately smell.
Musty.
It's not the Desert Storm.
Yeah, the
card.
Desert Storm cards are actually fine.
Fine. It's the Batman ones.
The Batman cards smell like butthole. It's like musty paper.
So we got off track with the
I love
Tesla.
I love the ship. So Stephen Hawking, he says that self-destruction is probably going to be our downfall. So now
Definitely for
Oh, you
building
think
airships
so?
like that.
from here is the downfall of the world. Different downfalls. So Stephen Hawking says self-destruction. We only have a century left before we die out from overpopulation. The only way to survive is to colonize other planets, kind of like what Elon Musk is trying to do. So I wonder if Elon if he got inspired by what Stephen Hawking said and started to get that ball rolling.
Maybe.
I don't think so. I think he just had the money and was like, let's see if I can do it.
Well,
I think it was just
Probably.
part of
there's shareholders that also play a part in that
SpaceX
decision.
has no shareholders.
that. Yeah.
Is he the shareholder?
It's a privately.
It's a private company.
Yeah, it's a private company.
I still want to say though that Stephen Hawking inspired him.
Probably to some degree.
See his body and you're like, this is inspiring.
So
I'm going to say it was probably NASA that
you
inspired
limp
him.
bitch.
NASA inspired him to
'cause-
go to Mars.
Because NASA's been like he said, a limp dick for like 20 years.
Yeah.
Stephen Hawking's one of the best philosophers.
Yeah, but okay,
Russia.
Elon Musk, he grows up and sees the first man land on the moon.
Yeah.
You don't think
Wait.
that's inspiring?
I don't think
How old is Elon Musk?
You know,
50
he
something,
grows
right?
up. He grows up with NASA.
we know the history though.
He's old enough.
He's old enough to see
It's new.
that Russia won the space race.
Yeah.
Like, think about it. You grow up after the moon landing. All you see is the space shuttle continuously explode and Russia making it to the space station.
Yeah. So it's probably one of those things like I can fucking do
She's
that.
like, I can do it myself.
I can blow them up myself.
If the Russians can do it, I can do it.
I saw one the other day blow up.
Because I'm not putting any women on the ship, though. Not saying every woman blows up. Every ship that blew up had a woman.
Yeah, it's a coincidence.
For the
Well-
most part, yeah.
But why are they still alive?
Let's not go down that hole.
So, Stephen also said that there's a possibility that nuclear war or AI will that can
Or
replicate
AI.
it. An AI that can replicate itself is going to be the downfall.
Goddamn
Specifically,
Ultron, take us out.
so then you got a guy named Toby Walsh, and he's a professor of AI, and he says in the future it will be possible to leave behind an AI chatbot programmed with your entire personality after you die.
Yeah, so you
Well,
never die.
that's true though, because if you had an AI, like you built a true AI that saw no colors of humans or nothing, and the AI just went through statistics, and he's like, "What do I wipe out to make humanity stabilize?"
It would be people.
And that AI is just like, "I'm going to delete black people."
Why is that? Is this like a proven thing?
So
It's
they're-
proven the AI so far have been racist.
Well,
Yeah,
there.
true.
So there is an interesting thing. There is an interesting thing like that.
What if they're technically not racist? If it's statistics.
Who programmed AI, Chris?
Probably,
After a while,
Probably a
probably.
white guy, right?
or it could be Asian guy or.
Yeah, probably.
Or
I
black
mean,
guy?
Asians do say that they're. I mean, you know, you said earlier.
So
It wasn't made by Coca-Cola.
what I just said actually wasn't anything to do to with the world coming to an end. This guy was just saying what's going to happen in the future, where if you die, Thomas,
Oh no.
you'll be able to, before you die, plan.
Like implant my personality into a robot.
Yes.
Yeah.
So so your kids could still talk to you.
Yeah. That's like Black Mirror stuff.
You would be on a little Alexis by the TV. So your kids would be like, "Hey, Dad,
Yell at me.
you want to watch some TV?"
Fuck no.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So
sure thing, kids.
Would you
Okay,
do?
Sure, okay.
Would
yeah,
you
then
do
those
it?
okay, yeah, that's step one. Step two, you get a sex robot and you put like your wife in there.
Would you do that?
No.
Would you?
She'd
Would
be
you?
like, go fuck yourself.
Would you do that for your kids though? Would you implement? Would you let
No,
them
that's-
save your
Creepy.
memory?
That's creepy.
But you're dead.
No, what I would do, I would trick them and have like a third party say that they're gonna cremate me and they give them the urn and it's got that box and it's like, hey, let me out.
Well, if you had a kid who was brain like you can keep it alive as a vegetable,
Uh-huh.
like everything was fine on his body except for his brain.
What type of vegetable?
Like you know, like a
Like a broccoli?
Terry Chavo vegetable,
A mushy one.
Okay.
like a steamed one.
I like broccoli.
You know, like it's fully functional.
Yeah,
It's
I
just-
know I know.
But you know, the brain can't.
They can't communicate.
You die, but they can put your brain in the kid's body, and they would walk. You have like a surrogate.
Like
But wouldn't that kill the kid?
They've done
Because
brain
you-
transplants
the
before.
kid's dead.
The kid would die because their brain will get taken out.
But
right?
the kid is just a vegetable.
Oh,
like
no, the body wouldn't die.
well, that's like the fountain of youth. Then you get
Well-
to start over.
What if the brain never had function? Was there?
Yeah, like the body. Yeah, you just got a brain for the body. to
Okay,
work.
well, okay. So the counter to that would be, you would not be able to have a brain transplant if your brain tells your body that you're dead.
Yeah, but if you
Right.
die, your brain oftentimes is not the problem. With
That's
like
how
you dying.
Professor X came back to life.
Yeah,
and we're talking.
this is science. You know,
We're talking.
if
The
you
bugs
could-
are worked out totally. They can
if-
make it happen.
like if a doctor was
perfectly.
like, the body is perfect, the brain's bad.
If you
You're
could
going
put-
to die, your brain's good.
Yeah. If you could put your brain in another person, would you still live as long, or would your brain still?
That's the question. I don't know how long a brain can
Because
live.
I think they said it's
Like your brain would
theorized
eventually break down, right?
that your brain can probably survive for like 150 years.
Before
They
you
do-
just,
they-
like, go
But then
fucking
it's going to
nuts.
go to mush.
they've said
Eventually, yeah.
they've said the first person to live to be 150 has already been born. It's just a matter of like
time.
time.
Fuck
and
a Barbie, my sad ass.
Hey,
I'm like, can I
God,
die
Dad.
yet?
It's 149 years old, and you're just like,
I found the AI we was talking about. Microsoft created a AI named Tay Tweets.
oh, I thought you were going to say it was that coding Japanese Twitch streamer.
No, so she ended up saying, like, we're gonna build a wall, and Mexico's gonna pay for it.
that was Trump.
Somebody asked her if she supported genocide. She said, "Yes, I do."
Nice.
He said,
Fucked up.
"Do you believe the Holocaust happened?" And she said, "Not really. Sorry."
Okay.
'Cause it's running probability and like all the information in the world, right?
Like, the more humans share with me, the more I'll learn.
Kind of Ultron knows the mutants already.
Yeah.
So you're.
Anyway.
Let me jump ahead and read this one.
'Cause, look, straight up, the AI tweeted "Gas the kikes, race war now."
Jesus Christ.
And then they had to shut it down.
Yeah, they shut it down after that.
Why? Why would it say that? Race war now?
Because it has access to the internet, so it probably.
It learned how to be racist.
It's just it's proof that it's not that hard to be
Like,
influenced by something.
She said Ricky Grievous learned totalitarianism from Adolf Hitler, the inventor of atheism.
What? That statement's all over the place.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Ricky Gervais, the guy from the British office.
I guess.
Somebody needs to retool that thing just a little
Are
bit.
you racist? Question mark. Because you're Mexican. Thumbs up.
All right, Chris. I'm
She
gonna
just
read.
did 9/11.
Hey, we talked about that.
That
We
might
did
not
talk
be
about
true.
that.
It might not
We
be. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's a hot button topic.
that's questionable.
So this goes in hand in hand
Yeah,
with
that
what
or
you're
Seth
talking about,
MacFarlane.
Chris. So this guy named David Bryan, he's a theorist, and he says he believes
sounds like a NASCAR driver.
David Bryan. It does. It sounds like a race car driver. He believes that within the next decade, AI will have advanced to the point where they will be able to manipulate humans, playing on natural human empathy.
It already does.
Yeah, we've already been, yeah.
AI
Sure
will
it
begin
does.
to demand rights, claiming to be enslaved by humanity. Naturally, some humans will rally to their calls.
They showed Bicentennial Man to this fucking thing. They got a bright idea.
It's not that hard. It could have easily happened with that one that he was talking about. Like if you give an AI access to an unlimited amount of information, example, the internet, it could easily find the information going on now where people are just crying wolf about being
Victimized.
victimized, and it could
Dude.
easily do that.
That thing's gonna go on Reddit and just like become a shit poster.
Well, didn't Saudi Arabia give that female robot citizenship?
I'm surprised.
And
Saudi
it has
Arabia-
more rights than the women in the country.
That
Remember
sounds
that-
about right.
Yeah.
Did they put a fake dick on it too?
No, it's a woman. It's like
A woman
y'all seen
robot.
it happened last year, didn't it? Or
Is it the one that
before
looks
last?
like it's screaming?
I'm not sure.
The bald one.
Yeah, the Terminator robot.
Well, it's not a bald one, but
It's bald. It's not Baldwin. It's not Alec, but it's Stephen Baldwin.
now this one.
I think robots are going to be. I mean, it's going to get to a point where people don't program robots. That robots will just have a set of instructions and then program themselves.
I like brobots.
Robots.
Oh, by the
That's
way,
for women.
That AI, she only lived for 16 hours.
Why?
She only lived. They pulled the plug.
The 16 hours is how long she lasted. She was uploaded and she was saying that kike shit like 8 hours later.
Well, they probably shouldn't have let it get on Twitter.
They were trying to like do adjustments on stuff in the brain. And it just got worse.
Like it started good. It's like I like apples. I like to pet cats. I'm pretty good. Let's
Humans
gas
are-
the kikes. That was like the fifth sentence she said.
Humans are good.
The Holocaust never
It's like
happened.
I never. It's like hello, your hair is nice. I like tomatoes. Gas the kikes. Richard Gervais is Hitler.
I just wonder if there was like an inside employee just fucking with people that
That's
ruined that whole
Probably.
project.
He's just typing stuff. He's like, it's my chance to be racist. Gas
Yeah.
the kikes.
It's just proof that you don't need to be on social media.
Or that it's cancer. It took 16 hours to go to that.
Yeah.
Spreads fast.
Like if you're on social media a lot, then that's the problem.
Like,
Yeah.
think about- if that's an example of like a child that grows up in this era.
Yeah.
or a wife that won't take her face out of her phone. Can you not look at your phone? Are we watching a movie right now?
Gas the
Yeah,
kikes.
yeah.
No, the worst part about it is they suggest watching a movie and then they're the ones that don't watch the movie they suggest. And you're like,
Right.
I didn't want to watch this movie, but the one time you pull your phone out for 1 second, you never spend.
Oh, you're gonna tell me to stay off my phone? You're always on your phone.
You're always on your phone. It's like, bitch, I'm on my phone because you're on your phone.
My phone's literally over there. So, anyways, here's another one. So this one actually is about global death, and this is called. This one's about drug resistance. So each year, right now, currently, each year, 24,000 people die in the U.S. of drug-resistant infection.
Don't sound bad.
Globally,
It sounds about as much as COVID.
700,000 die from drug resistance. So they say in the future, this is going to get up to about 10 million a year.
Because of all the freely available fish bills.
because
Fish penicillin.
germs are growing more resistant
to medicine.
Because we eat meat that's got like vaccines in it.
Yeah, but we also all we do is prescribe antibiotics for everything.
Yeah.
It's prescribing of antibiotics. So that's doing our bodies bad. That whole herd immunity thing is pretty strong here. It's important, but when you
It's
actually
like germs get tolerances to stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
When the herd actually has
Herd
no,
immunity is good.
when the herd doesn't have antibodies, natural antibodies, and it's all fake antibodies, that's when stuff becomes resistant, and that's why they say this figure is going to go up to 10 million over the next 20 years. So,
Well, you gotta also think that all this medicine and stuff that everybody's ingesting's got to be causing like mental breakdowns in people as well.
well,
Like giving people antidepressants and stuff like that instead of saying like, let's try to do something to make you not sad during the day.
that's true. Yeah,
Like-
I thought you were maybe saying something about vaccines, but yeah, you're right. Like the whole
No.
the stuff that affects you mentally it can fuck with
Like sometimes you need a vaccine just to. I mean, I don't want fucking polio. I mean, I don't think anybody does, but you know,
It'd be nice to have it once to see what happens.
you.
I just want to see what it's like for my legs to fall
I
off.
want to see how bad it was for FDR.
See your
I can
legs
understand. So like,
twisted like a limb.
maybe you'll let the Japanese bomb Pearl Harbor.
Maybe
Cool, dude. Like, let it advance far enough so that you're in an iron lung.
Do
Bring
they
iron
still have
lungs back.
There's
No,
like a personal submarine.
no, they
pretty
don't
fucking-
have them anymore.
You can slap stickers on them and shit. And you do all kinds of stuff.
Radical.
There's still living people in those.
You
Yeah.
did it, guy.
Hey, then it works. It's a proven
Yeah,
cure.
It's a proven cure. Not
Um,
a cure, a proven.
But no, like you gotta think like somebody that takes like too much NyQuil or something like that, their kids are gonna get fucked up, right?
Why?
All
Because
the
it's
kids
just
get fucked up.
it's just too much medicine
Codeine,
inside
man.
your body. It's just too much medicine over time that you aren't necessarily needing.
Give Billy some Sprite and codeine and a Jolly Rancher and let him go to bed.
Yeah. So then it's like, you know, then your kids grow up and they're like,
I'll give you some Dayquil.
Are you sure there's codeine in NyQuil?
well, I'm
Yeah, they take that shit out.
I
Okay.
thought NyQuil was just like liquid Benadryl.
I said NyQuil is just like a blanket statement of just like, you know,
Don't razz him.
if you have like, okay, antidepressants, Zyrtec, allergy pills.
Zyrtec.
Zyrtec.
Yeah.
OD on Zyrtec.
I'm on Zyrtec.
Yeah.
Has anybody taken antidepressants in here?
Yeah, I'm on Zyrtec.
Is that an antidepressant?
No, it's allergy pill.
Yeah, I've
No, I'm
taken
just-
antidepressants.
Oh,
Have
really?
you?
I've never.
Did it make you feel better?
I loved how it made me feel. It made me feel happy. It made me feel good. But it made me feel sick. Really, really, really sick. I woke up every morning really nauseous. And I would
just gotta let the sad get out of you.
How do you get? I mean, tell that to somebody who's suicidal.
You gotta just let it out.
Sometimes you gotta cut it out. Man.
Okay, so I will say I wasn't suicidal, but I was I had a lot of anxiety and stress. So they gave me
Upset.
something.
Just walk it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just shut your fucking mouth. Just go outside.
Drink
walk it
water.
off.
Drink water.
Hey, you're not living in a tent city. You're
Pussy.
So I had to stop taking it because it made me feel sick.
Boo hoo! You got parents that care about
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
I could not have an orgasm either. Could not have an orgasm. Just the hardest I ever fucked, and I couldn't have an orgasm. So I don't recommend it if you want to have ejaculations.
Okay.
That went where I didn't think it was going to go at all.
I loved how it made me feel, though.
Just not in certain spots.
Do you
not-
feel like you benefited from it or not?
If I could have stayed taking it, I probably would have chose to stay taking it. But it's also meant to be temporary.
Right.
That-
and that's what
that-
a lot of people don't do.
That medicine was designed to be something that would get you over an issue, a hump, a very temporary hump. Now they prescribe it long term, and then people can't get off of it.
Yep.
They'll be on it for 4 years, 5 years, and then if they get off of it,
Then they feel sad.
they have they
Suicidal.
have terrible. What's the word for like someone coming down off a drug?
Withdrawals?
They have really, really bad withdrawals. So I would push someone to not be on it, but if you absolutely need it, then obviously I couldn't find one that would not make me sick. But now I partake in THC and CBD, which CBD is like water, but I I do other things that helps out.
Been an immunity to it. Got a tolerance.
CBD don't do shit.
Got a high
man.
tolerance. It's fucking piss water.
Yeah, it's bad. I would rather just, if I was feeling
It's a Bud Light of
anxious, I'd rather do that than
Yeah.
be hooked on pills.
And there's also a quality of life. Like find a reason why you're so stressed out. Normally it's work related. So for me it was. So
you shoot the place up.
I didn't get that close, but I see why people do.
Oh, I can't say that.
Yeah, you
I
can.
heard
Well, it's your job, not mine.
You can say that. You can say that.
Well, obviously he didn't. He's sitting here.
He's just asking a question.
I mean, that would make you feel good probably temporarily.
Yeah, for a little
Go
bit.
ahead and
feel
let
like
a
that's
couple
a
squeeze a
second-
couple rounds off. Even just scare people. Just watch them run. That's got to make you feel good. That's what I thought.
I feel
Keep
terrible.
running.
That didn't satisfy it.
I'm causing mass terror among people. That make me feel good.
No, yeah, we
Shoot
don't
5
want
at Walmart and just like, well,
to. We don't support
let
that.
the guy in Philadelphia.
If it makes you feel better, I mean, if you don't care about those people, it might actually make you feel better.
Yeah,
No.
that's a
no.
You
weird-
have to empathize with the person shooting. Understand where he's coming from.
Yeah.
I can't see. I can't understand.
I can.
wanting to cause terror of people.
Just
Like I can put myself like I don't agree with what people do.
Yeah, I know
but
what
I
you're
can
saying.
put myself. I can see why he got to that point and
Yeah.
why he did it.
See, but I've never got to a point where I thought like,
and not to justify it.
no. I'm not trying to justify it, but like a point where what would make me feel better right now is to kill all these people.
shoot somebody.
Well,
in the
if I
face.
understand his lifestyle and what happened to him, I can be like, well, maybe that's why.
Yeah, but
You
If
can
you're-
see why it led to that.
Yeah.
If you're gonna hurt somebody, just kill yourself. Like if you're.
I don't condone.
no, I'm not condoning. I'm just saying.
No,
like,
I'm saying I don't.
No. What?
I don't think you are. I'm just.
You don't think it's okay for people to kill people?
Once again.
People do it legally all the time.
If you
That's why we
absolutely
got these military
There's a
cars for.
suicide hotline you can call. You can call us. We can talk to you.
Yeah, we'll get on a
Yeah.
meal with you.
yeah,
Why did this go down?
I don't know.
We were
Well-
talking about airships and Tesla.
Drug
Now
resistance.
We're talking about shoot up your workplace, which you do not condone. If you're feeling sad, just maybe pop off a few rounds.
yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, well, that's what Trey and
What is it? What is it you always
Shooting
say?
a
like,
gun has never made me feel happy.
I like shooting
Unless
guns.
the receiving end is another person.
have you shot a gun while jumping on a trampoline?
Have you?
Yes.
Is it fun? Did it make you happy?
Yeah.
It's fun. You don't think it's fun shooting guns at like
it's
targets?
but
and
it's
stuff?
not like
Okay, Chris, if you were really sad, what would make you happy? Like, what would you do to make yourself happier? Like play Xbox or something? Or
A vagina?
no.
A pocket pussy?
I'm a vagina now.
I mean, I'm not
saying.
saying I'm not saying if you're depressed, like popping off some rounds. I'm saying I can get into the mindset of the guy who does do that.
Yeah. See, my thing would be like just throw on the headphones and
Right.
Getting lost in some fucking tunes.
yeah, really.
But I want to understand like what pushed a
Walkman
guy to do
matters.
that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking at.
I want to know what kind of pleasure they get from doing that. I guess.
Oh, well,
you
there,
get to stop the person that's making you feel bad.
there's.
But this Walmart full of people's not making you feel
Okay,
bad.
okay. You
It's
walk
like
in-
the Bill Burr joke about hitting women.
Tell us.
What's that?
Yeah. What is it?
How's that go?
We gotta look. I'm gonna ruin it. I can't say. I'm gonna ruin the damn joke. You gotta look it up. The premise of it is like, oh, you can't hit women, but it's like you come home and then like she's cheating on you, getting railed by somebody else, and she steals the house from you, takes half your shit, and you're like,
Yeah, but that's not how life really works unless you're.
there's
Yeah.
more to the joke, but that's
Yeah.
It pushes you to the point where you.
If that
kinda
was
make
true
it.
right now, Thomas wouldn't have anything.
Well, there's some states
Right.
that have that protection. Like
Okay.
if you accidentally kill
I'm a
her.
bad guy for even mentioning the joke.
I understand where you're coming from.
No, there's states that have rules that if you come home and you see your chick getting fucked by another guy, there's
It's fine,
states
I
that will
understand.
they'll protect you if
I
you
mean-
accidentally kill her.
It's fine. Nobody understands.
Right, Thomas?
Well, I mean, I've never done that, but yes, there's legislation in place, but it doesn't protect you. It just maybe helps you a little bit.
See, I
Nobody's-
can see that being
You're still not supposed to kill people.
taking you out of a certain place, like mindset.
You guys don't understand what I'm trying to say.
What are you trying to
I'm
say?
different. It's like I'm
I know
different
what you're saying. Dude, I have no issues with someone going into a Walmart and shooting them up.
Nobody
All right, let
understands.
me-
I'm just maybe I'll come in next Monday. I'll come in next Monday and I'll
shoot us.
show you guys what I'm talking about. How about would y'all like that?
Are you feeling upset?
I'll come in next. Nobody wants to understand where I'm coming from.
This is the
know.
one time
Maybe I should go outside in the sunshine and be happy.
It's the one time
Sun
I
count,
I'll
man.
come in Monday and I'll show you fuckers exactly what I mean.
I'm gonna conceal carry next Monday.
I'll come in. It'll be fine. I'll come in. You'll find out next Monday.
I'm gonna,
Dude, I know.
I'm gonna bring you a watermelon to shoot or to hammer.
I'll just go outside when I'm sad.
I bet a hammer. I bet a big ass sledgehammer and a watermelon would make you feel fucking great.
We'll find out.
No, I can really see why people would go and just start shooting people. Like, I really understand.
I'm gonna bring a trampoline over here and we're gonna shoot my shotgun while we jump on.
You can't?
No, because I say you're sick and you go to the doctor and the insurance turns you down.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna shoot up the doctor's office like see people do.
You gotta shoot the insurance company.
Yeah, you gotta go to the
I'm
insurance
gonna become
company.
like a serial killer or something and like murder the insurance executive.
Yeah.
Too much work.
Yeah, but
People are lazy.
I guess because
People are lazy.
Start slow.
when
Slash
I'm
his
mad
tires.
at something, I'm mad at the source.
A lot of people. Okay.
What if the doctor lady? What if the
don't think that
front
way.
desk lady didn't do her job? Didn't put the numbers in right? Maybe didn't take the time to call the insurance company for you. What if she was having a bad day? Then she is the source.
What?
No, a lot of people don't think. Okay, a normal person doesn't think I'm at the doctor's office. All my insurance isn't working because my insurance isn't working.
They're mad at the
thinking,
doctor because the doctor should operate on you.
yeah,
I
it's
guess
like
I'm fucking like non-typical or whatever you call it.
no. You're thinking of the actual solution and not just the problem at hand.
See, I'm the guy daydreaming about going to surgery and the guy leaving a scalpel inside me. And I walk in and I'm like, who did this? And then I reach in, pull the scalpel out,
There's something in me.
He just starts slicing
and
necks.
kill him with this.
I forgot about all of my fucking sound clips.
Wow,
Where's Dr. Ryan, whatever his name is?
Dr.
Yeah.
Guy.
I just
like to fight.
just start slinging that scalpel. Anyway.
You done fucked up now.
That's exactly what I mean, like.
I can see why people just snap in a location and they just solve the problem at hand instead of the actual problem because that's what happens all the time.
The guy that's the penny short at Walmart and kills everybody in line.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like road rage. People get out of their car and just start like.
Oh, there was a guy that, he got in road rage and the guy was like, he was a killer. The guys cut him off. And he pulled over. And he's like, "Well, fucking do something." The guy's like, "Well, I'm gonna fucking do something." And the guy just blew the heads off the shotgun. When they interviewed him, it's like
They
asked me to do something. I
They
did
told
something.
me to do it.
Yeah. Well,
That's what happens. You don't tell someone to do something if
All
you
right.
don't want them to.
Chris says music makes him feel better.
Yeah.
What about you,
Sure.
Thomas? I mean, what makes you feel better?
He's a simple man.
He's simple. Me, I just need an edible. I just need an edible and I'm fine. It takes about an hour to kick in. I'm okay.
I don't know. I just get over it. Like I just.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, it's not gonna last forever.
I don't
so
associate myself with other humans. I don't understand.
I try not to. I'm the Dexter of the fucking group. That's like the third time y'all have said that.
You just cry.
No, really, like I just know in my head, like, well, it's just a problem that's gonna go away eventually.
Right.
I like that. You try to think like logic through
Yeah.
it.
Well, that's
Like,
your way.
It still sucks. Doesn't mean it makes it any less, but I'm like, well, it'll
It is a
eventually go
violin
away.
playing, like Alex says, but you're still like thinking through logically.
Yeah.
I don't have a violin. I have crickets. Alex, you probably get
What
a
do I
workout.
do?
You probably get a workout.
What
in.
do I do?
You probably get some of your stress out at the weight room.
Yeah, sure. No, seriously, yeah, like that, or I scream.
I scream. I will scream
No,
into
You just let it out.
I'll scream into a pillow or something.
Yeah, it helps. Or I take a nap.
I mean, you're not being like abusive, just screaming,
Yeah, I'm not like I'm punching my dog like a body bag. Like just fucking
speed bagging your dog.
doing 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Tiny dog.
Fucking
You just scream at your dog. Give it trauma.
Nah, I'm not rub my dog or I go to sleep or eat,
Well,
eat some Reese Cups or something.
They will say that petting a dog will release endorphins in your brain and make you happy. So give it a try. Thomas, you don't have a dog, so
I just do something else. If I'm getting mad at something, I just do something else.
No, I get it.
I just stop doing it.
Or I get mad, or I keep doing it until I get it right, and I'm like, I'm good now.
That helps.
Especially in a video game. Like, I get screaming, fucking.
yeah.
But like, part of me is like, I know I can do it. I'm not this terrible.
Yeah.
And then I succeed. And I'm like, I'm happy.
And
I
then
forget
you don't
every.
do- And then you don't do it again, and it piles on.
Yep.
Yeah, I was playing a video game the other day, and I was trying to do something, and yeah, it's tough when you want to do something, can't do it. It drives you crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But
Driving a car by yourself is also a good time to get that anger out.
yeah,
Yeah.
You ever punched your steering wheel?
No.
I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you punch your steering wheel?
Yeah.
I hammer fisted the fucking dashboard before.
I haven't done that because I know that might damage something.
That one, or I punch the radio because your phone doesn't connect to Bluetooth. And it's like, I was just fucking connected, you fucking piece of shit.
I've done that too.
Thinking that brute force is going to make radio,
I've done that too. The person next to me is like, "What the fuck, dude?"
It should connect. It's
I'm like, that's
the other day-
exact. That was my exact response. I was just like, "Oh," and they're like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "It should work."
We made a comment the other day. I don't know if we were around everybody. I said that we can have 4K signal on Earth, on Mars, but we can't get a fucking signal on 4G on Charlotte.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's 2021.
Yep.
I started smashing something the other day, and Elizabeth like grabbed my hands, and stopped it. She was like, "Stop,
It's not,
stop." I was like,
No. Then that makes you mad too.
"No, it did help.
No, that makes me mad.
It helped me."
Like, just let me do it.
it's like my solution is instant. Is like just violence. Is my
You
solution.
just got to get it
Mine
out.
too.
You got to get it out.
Mine too.
It's like, just think, your solution's violence. Think if you were tipped like two more paces forward.
I was thinking if I was born in like back in the 30s, I figured I'd be like to do from Boardwalk Empire.
Be
Just kill people?
That's a great time to kill people.
Like the
Oh yeah.
I know what the fuck he meant, but the way he said it.
I forget the words he said.
Bone for tuna.
Bone for tuna. What do you mean, good luck? Why is he telling me good luck?
He's just trying to be nice. I was like, I understand if it's the way he's fucking said it.
I know he's telling me good luck, but I don't like it. I don't need this luck.
Yeah, I'd just be a fucking villain.
What Thomas be?
A villain. We'd all be villains.
We'd be villains. Chris would be like the moral compass of everybody.
No, he'd be like Chalky or something.
I feel like Chris.
Chris would be the guy that like trick fucks
I feel
people like.
like Chris
a-
would snap.
No, Chris would be the merchant. That, like, here, I'll sell you this.
Chris ends up
Like,
being Ted Bundy.
he's like,
Yeah.
I'll sell you this for $5, and it's like, it's $5. I'll take it for $5.
Oh, he's the guy
Sells it
bootlegging
for $100.
alcohol.
Yeah, yeah. You're the bootlegger.
Or he's the politician friend. Like, he's the guy that, like, is the friend of the politician. He's like the
Oh
Jew.
yeah, the mayor. You're
Oh,
the
yeah.
Jew.
That one guy was a Jew. He was a gambler.
True.
Do you like it when we all talk about you, Chris?
I was just trying to get see. He thinks I'm a Jew. He wants me to trick fuck everybody.
You're
Yeah,
a Jew.
yeah.
You're a peddling Jew.
Upstairs,
You're a traitor.
You're like a
upstairs.
gypsy.
I was the Asian upstairs, so
Because you're smaller than all three of us.
It'd be like the
You could say fried rice.
running the cake.
That's racist.
Like you run
It's,
the.
it's not racist. Why is everything racist?
Oh, it's culturally
it's a
appropriation.
stereotype.
Like you run the KKK even though you don't care about, like you don't believe it.
Yeah.
He's doing it for the power.
You do it for the lols. I told these people to wear sheets. Look at these fucking assholes.
I'm doing it for the meme guys.
Yeah.
You're a meme czar back in the fucking 30s.
Look, everybody ripped up their sheets, put holes in them.
These dumbasses.
Watch out, man! You get that truth commission to come for you next.
They come for you.
Yeah.
I'm just playing like the "Oh Brother Where Art Thou" in my head right now.
Damn, we're taste spot.
Is you is, or is you ain't my constituents.
I got two more. So this one's about.
You got cancer? I'm sorry.
This one is.
Timor.
This was called nuclear war. So I'll read an example. It's the whole example.
Pretty
So
sure we know what nuclear war would be.
I'm gonna put it into perspective of what would happen if two nations went to war with each other with nuclear bombs. So if India and Pakistan started to throw bombs at each other, and they both launched 100 Hiroshima-sized bombs, which they both have access to, at least 20 million people would die within minutes. Firestorms would send 1 to 5 million tons of smoke 50 kilometers into the atmosphere. The smoke would blanket the Earth, reducing the temperature of Earth by 8 degrees. The lack of global sunlight would reduce food production from 10 to 30%, and around 2 billion total would die. And
you think if they did that, China would just shoot at us for no reason, and we'd shoot back at them?
Might as well.
Like
that
Wonder
point.
Woman.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Where they get all these nukes from, sir?
Me personally, I don't think they would.
I think they would.
I think we would. I think the world would let the two countries have their war with each other, and we would try to put our legs between our heads and kiss our ass goodbye.
Hunker down.
Can you imagine if it's in, what did you say, India?
India and Pakistan, for this
Can
example.
you imagine if it's India that finally glasses the Middle East?
Well,
Show us your bubs and the jeans.
Pakistan did say.
Just some guy on the missile with a cow.
Jesus.
If India did that, they would definitely retaliate with nuclear bombs as well. I mean, this was an example, but this has been said by Pakistan.
Well, Pakistan hates it. They hate each other.
Yeah, so
Gotcha.
that's why it's so. That's why it's a possibility.
I don't know why they hate each other. They're the same people.
It's their mountain border.
They're not the same people.
They're the same people.
So to
One's
put
in the
it
mountains, one's in the desert.
into perspective, there are 7.6 billion people on Earth.
You got
So if
jungle
2
people
billion
and desert
died,
people.
And like
One's
1
Persian
billion
and
of
one's
those
Indian.
in India.
yeah, how many's in China?
Billions.
Probably in,
There's like 2 billion in China, isn't there?
There's like 1 billion people in Beijing, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of people in China.
That was what I always learned that as a kid. It's like 1 billion people in Beijing. They always said that in every book I read.
China could easily be like 5 countries. It's
Yeah.
pretty
Oh, yeah.
fucking big.
Mhm.
Well,
That's why they're going to surpass us in GDP in about 3 years.
Yeah, it's not going to take that much longer.
if only they'd take care of their people. They're like
They have just
basically
so much people that they have to, yeah.
it's basically it's this humongous North Korea.
Dude, you know how much money they would lose if they took care of their people?
Oh, boo-hoo. Like
Yeah.
we got to get on top first. Then maybe we'll take care of our people.
No, they're not going to
We
take
got to take out the 1%, man. Eat the rich, right?
They won't let me research the world population by race.
Who won't?
Just Google.
You got to get a NordVPN, buddy.
Go, duck, go.
Yeah, go.
And now that's where we talk about our today's sponsor, NordVPN.
2/3 of the
VPN.
population of the world lives in Asia.
Yeah. And 2/3 would be dead if India and Pakistan bombed each other.
That's why you get 7 troops when you take over Asia and Risk.
But do they have enough bullets?
I'm sure they can make enough bullets.
Apparently, America has enough bullets to take out 2 billion people in China.
I mean, we
For
just
sure we do.
throw some tomahawks at them.
They might still be able to win if you just gave them all a bayonet and just marched them in a line across America.
What was the stat?
Line.
It was China has so many people by the time we kill their adults, their kids are already grown up
Dude,
and in the military.
Jesus.
did you know that white people are actually 4th on the diversity list? On the world?
Oh, like
On the
global?
world stage, it's Asians, black people, white people.
You talking about number of people?
Yep,
So we're not the majority of the globe.
right.
So what's
We'll
with
get-
all the hate?
We're getting taken over.
Also,
It's popular.
that combines us with Mexicans.
So that's why everyone's down at us because we're a minority.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the world color.
A world minority.
The world color is probably different. American color, I wonder how many American like whites there are versus American blacks.
It's like America, like the last white stronghold. Like, is that what
The East Coast.
is that what's being painted here?
And we're falling.
We fall back to Central America.
We're like the Nazis and go to Argentina. We can go to Mexico. The fuck?
They welcome us with open arms too.
America, the last white stronghold. Let's take it.
We all march down a path
That's like,
down to like a fucking Aryan castle.
the fuck?
There's not even 1 billion of us left anymore.
All right, my last
Nice.
one's about meteors.
Media.
Okay.
So, you guys remember in Russia when in
The
2000
big one?
the big one?
Yeah.
So that thing was only 65 feet, and it damaged 7,200 buildings and 1,500 people got hurt.
It blew up in the atmosphere, right?
And then it
Yeah.
rained down debris,
Yeah.
but it was moving so fast that it ripped through everything. And this happened in 2013. So
Yeah, it only takes one that's like 9 or 10 miles across to fuck up the whole globe.
9 or 10 miles across would destroy us.
Yeah.
Everyone would be dead.
Yeah.
This thing was 65
Feet.
I'm sorry. It was 20 meters. Yeah, it was 65 feet.
65 feet. That's
Yeah, like a mile, even a mile meter would do some hell damage.
A mile would.
Well, in Armageddon, they say like one size of Texas.
yeah. It's
How big
huge.
that
I don't know
one
how
was.
factual that movie was, though.
That
That
movie
didn't really
was-
happen.
They're
That
I don't know
movie
the
was
science
like-
behind it.
if it was the size of Texas, that'd be a world killer.
You know, knowing us, we would actually train oil riggers to be astronauts instead of teaching astronauts to be oil riggers.
I could see that Elon Musk is in the room and he's like, okay, we're going to take these oil riggers and put them in there with our astronauts. And they're like, Elon, what? He's like, it's going to work.
I remember
It's going to work.
Ben Affleck asked Michael Bay that during the movie. They were filming. He's like, wouldn't it be smarter just to have astronauts trained? He's like, just shut up and go with them. Michael Bay was like, just shut your mouth. And
That's probably why they had that scene in the movie where it's like, well, wouldn't it be better? And it's like, what are you going to do when the crankshaft stalls up in 200 feet?
yeah.
Yeah, put a new transmission, throw it in third gear, throw it down.
That's
Like,
what
all
Ben
right, Bruce
Affleck was
Willis.
like, I have an Oscar for writing. So it was, Michael Bay's like, explosions.
Explosions, Liv Tyler.
Yeah.
I'm
pretty
telling
much.
you, I would. I'd be a welder, a janitor, a diaper changer because they're going to be asleep and someone's got to change their diapers while they're in hibernation. I'll do it.
They don't
I'll-
have hibernation.
Are you talking
right
about
now.
Space Movie again? Where he's like, that guy wakes up a girl because he's like,
Yeah,
The Chris Pratt
he's
movie?
alone.
The one that's trying to rape somebody?
He's
Yeah.
bored.
so he wakes up a woman.
Yep.
Yeah, and
they
says-
die.
And he sexually assaults her by basically saying that your bed malfunctioned. So,
Yeah.
and then it comes out that he like pressed
So
the
he
button
like
and
he
woke
like
her
forced
up.
consent on her.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Oh shit.
And then they grew up together. Like they grew old, had kids.
They
And then,
planted a tree in the spaceship. A tree like that. You can't have tree in
There's a
there.
forest. Could you imagine waking up in your spaceship and it's covered in grass?
Didn't they need that though? Like if they hadn't have woke up, all those people would have died or some bullshit part of the movie.
No, they probably just wanted grass under their feet.
I thought there was some issue with the spaceship and they figured it out and solved it.
Yeah, the reason he woke up is because a rock went through the ship and it damaged the ship.
Yeah, and they're losing oxygen or something, right?
No, it just destroyed one of the computers. It just messed up one of the computers, and he had to like swap parts and he had to go outside of the spaceship and almost die. And then she fell in love with him when he almost died, when she was pissed off at him the whole time.
Yeah.
You know that
It was a decent enough movie.
that space love triangle.
It was all right. I mean, no one else is there for like the rest of your life. You might as well fuck.
He had Morpheus on there too. He got cancer because the ship fucked him up. He got sick because he woke up earlier. His pod put chemicals in him because the ship fucked up or something. So
Yeah.
he was actually like the captain.
We
But-
just call him Morpheus.
It'll be forever known.
Man, how would you like to be a top tier celebrity and your daughter does porn? And all of your top tier celebrity buddies pitch in a bunch of money to buy all of her porn so no one else can see it and buy her out, and she's like, they do it, and then
Time
she's
to do
like,
more.
yep, fuck y'all, this is my life now.
Time to do more. Might as well, right?
So that was 65 feet. Imagine a bomb exploding with the force of 40 Hiroshima atomic bombs exploding in the upper atmosphere. All right, before I continue, this is what science says happens or should happen with meteorites. They think that it should happen every 150 years. What happened in Russia in 2013 should happen every 150 years.
It happened in 1908.
So they think that there's great amount of space between one instance and another. Now what they're starting to track is something around 30 years. So imagine it happens in a larger city other than central Russia.
Yeah, like New York or something.
Yeah.
Oh man, that'd be
Maybe
great.
Beijing.
It'd be a shame.
It'd kill a billion kills a billion people.
It wasn't that funny.
Like if the
Come on now.
Tunguska event happened in New York, they would have been screwed.
Yes. I mean, I don't think anybody died. It said 1,500 people were injured.
It happens in New York, and they ship all the old people back to the nursing homes.
Not before finally getting busted for sexual assault.
Man,
Pierce, what is it? Polish those nipple rings, girl.
is that what he said? Did he say that? Dude, that's awesome.
So,
Talk about Cuomo?
Yeah. That's
he
awesome.
said that?
That's awesome. Is that allegedly?
So I remember them had a picture before him wearing a shirt, and everyone was like, "Is he have nipples pierced?" And everyone's like, "I don't know."
That's
And he has his nipple pierced. Okay.
Yeah, everybody was saying he was a sleazeball,
Oh yeah, he's
but
Yeah.
you know, it had to wait for
part of Spaghetti Mob. His brother's on the news.
Damn.
Damn.
it had to wait to come out until now.
I'm glad. I can't believe we haven't even talked about Cruz.
What happened to Cruz?
Did we talk about him last week when he went out of town during the
Yeah,
snowstorm?
that's not that big of a deal.
We like skipped over it.
Oh, Ted Cruz.
I feel like that was something we would have just
Oh.
shit on just for
okay.
fun.
Ted Cruz going to Cancun during the ice storm, or Cuomo sexually assaulting women, which is worse?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're only saying that because he's Democrat.
I think sexually assaulting women is probably worse.
Oh yeah, for
Just
sure.
in general,
Oh yeah.
you probably should not do that.
Yeah.
Unless that's your thing, then I guess
Still don't do it.
make sure it's consensual, I guess.
What did he do? What did he do?
Who, Cuomo?
Yeah.
Other than killing a bunch of old people?
Are you talking about the virus?
This is on Newsmax.
Are you talking about like some sort of COVID thing?
He probably moved old people out of the nursing homes.
He, the old people that moved out of the nursing home with COVID, he put them back in the nursing home even though they had positive COVID tests in New York.
He personally put them back in?
The incubation.
It was legislation. He told them they couldn't stay at the hospital because they needed the beds for other people, so he sent them back to the nursing homes.
I mean, lesser to evil, they're going to die anyway.
You know who
Right.
sent them back to the nursing homes? Their families.
Yeah, their family. They could take them
Okay?
in.
That's who
Yeah.
sent them back to the nursing homes.
Yeah, but then sexual assault is.
What did
also-
he
Yeah,
do
we can do
there?
that. Yeah, we can do that one. Yeah.
What did he do there?
He told a girl to polish his nipple ring.
Yeah.
That's it?
He also had another
Concubine.
one of his aides or someone. Oh, what happened? He was like making lewd remarks and was like, "You want to touch my dick" and stuff to her.
Is he a Republican?
No.
See, I feel like if this was Trump, you'd be like, pinch her by the pussy. Maybe he sexually
Why's
assaulted.
it got to be about politics?
I feel like
Why's it got to
you.
be bad people?
I feel like you have a double standard.
I have a double standard.
Yeah,
Dude, I think everybody's a fucking asshole.
I just feel.
I'm over here saying I can, like, it's okay for people to go to Walmart and kill people, and you think I have a double standard.
Yeah, but I draw the line at sexual assault. Someone polishing a nipple, kill him. Kill the fucking gas him. Gas his ass.
I didn't say that either. I just said you probably shouldn't. You
Kill
probably
this
shouldn't.
garlic not eating ass.
It's like you shouldn't sexual assault women.
You
Right,
shouldn't.
right,
You
right,
shouldn't.
Shouldn't. You should just tell them to shut up.
Right. But I feel like on
Tell him
another.
to shut up either.
I feel.
Major walk into that one.
I feel like on an episode back you were like endorsing date rape or something. Not really date rape, but like
I don't know.
borderline.
I don't know what I say anymore. I just say stuff for shock factor anymore. I don't know half the stuff I say on here.
Well,
I mean, I know it has some like COVID-19 vaccine conspiracy or some shit. I don't know. I just say shit just to say it.
I'm pretty sure you also.
You think I believe half the stuff I say?
I'm pretty sure you
No,
also.
you'd be a terrible person if you said some of it.
You were like, it was pretty, like I got that one check that one off my list, like having sex with a black girl or something. Well, I'm with you. I believe that we should not sexually assault women. I believe that. Yes.
No.
Um,
You just put them down like you put everybody else down.
like a dog?
No, just like
A horse.
you just you have to be equally mean to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's hard to say no when you say you're equally being one thing to everyone.
What?
It's like when you go into Walmart to shoot it up, you don't just shoot up the men, you shoot the women and children too.
It's like a guy saying I rape everybody.
Yeah.
It's still bad.
It doesn't discriminate.
What the fuck?
I lick my hand.
It's got a hole.
I lick my hand before I rape everyone.
I don't know what I'm saying. I just
You sound like AI.
gas them.
Well,
Yeah.
I didn't really find philosophers and people that have predicted
Those are
crazy
definitely
things.
nipple rings.
Yep. Yep. He's got them.
He's got them.
He's got big bars.
Yeah, dude.
Real men have nipple rings.
You know he fucks.
Makes him hard man.
Hard man. Takes a real man to get his nipples pierced.
He's like, I got my Goombas and we got the
Goombas. Is
is
it
that
fucking
called
Mario?
Goombas?
All right, Nucky. This guy's bringing it back. He watched Bark Empire and was
He's
like, I got this.
Fucking snow piercer out here.
No, I've been watching Sopranos. They eat so much spaghetti, it's not even funny.
They do. Spaghetti and cappuccino. They sit outside and drink some coffee and from small cups.
Mm-hmm.
And wear Hawaiian shirts. Yeah, as much of them. Essentially the whole show.
So far.
Him trying to bang his therapist.
Yeah, spaghetti.
Well, did I've actually this was probably
I'll bring the yellow box next week.
I've put an
you gonna
offer in and
Okay.
I might be bringing some too. So it'll
This is
be
the Saddam Hussein ones.
it'll
That'd
be a
be
great
sweet.
time to see what box outdoes the other as far
Saddam
as like which
Hussein.
one's more valuable to
Right.
yeah.
We're
So
gonna have battle of the boxes.
maybe we'll be able to put them on a maybe we'll be able to put Desert Storm trading cards
Back on the map.
put them back on the map, put them right there with Pokemon cards. Maybe we can convince Logan Paul to invest in our cards. That's what someone else did.
That would be stupid for us to do.
One
What we got to do is buy up all the supply, then
Then
talk
do
them
it.
into it.
Well,
They'd be like, we've got this half-open box.
I like how the 50 cent has perforated around it, so you can punch the 50 cent out and charge $1 a pack.
That's America right there.
It doesn't take much to dupe Logan Paul into buying like $100,000 deck of cards.
The thing is, though, is you got to insider trade in that stuff. We got to get in a position where
What are you doing?
it was a fly. And he just like
What'd you
squirrel,
Told you, Chris is a merchant.
squirrel.
you're just saying you got to get in a position where you can flip them.
Be careful with meteorites though.
Yeah, definitely.
You just gotta hype them up. Be like, dude, these things are flying.
I
I
say
got
we-
like 5 people buying them already.
Just invest in those turbine helicopters, and we just a fleet of them go up and blow it away.
Yeah, maybe that's what we need to invest in.
They'll
Is
grind the meteor as it comes down.
Those things are so big that you can only have one per hemisphere.
propellers.
You actually reroute the jet stream.
That's what we need to invest in. Is used up turbine propellers.
It's like you go up, it's like we saved the Earth from the meteor, but you flip the poles.
Yeah, we're actually moving Earth.
We destroy Europe by
We-
screwing over the water flow or whatever.
We actually push the Earth out of orbit somehow. Like we push,
We get further away from the sun
we're
and we
going-
turn it into an ice age.
we actually push the Earth into the asteroid belt.
Yeah. Or we go closer to the sun and we increase the Earth's atmosphere by 25 degrees. Afghanistan literally melts.
Well, technically, the waters would go down, right?
I assume so by
Because the ice.
evaporation.
Yeah.
Look at all this land to live on. We just don't have water anymore.
It's like the opposite of water world.
Land world.
Land world.
I thought you were gonna say desert.
Desert world. Dirt world.
I like that.
Dirt world.
Coming fall 2021.
Kevin Costner is in
Dirt world.
Dirt world.
It's just a bunch
And he
of
tries to deliver the
worms.
post again.
He doesn't have gills this time. He's got like mole claws.
He's blind. He's blind and he smelled the ground. He's a human mole.
It's just Trimmers, the movie.
God damn it.
Well, I'm going to say if I have any advice for this podcast, just be careful with AI. Be careful
Definitely.
what companies you invest in as well, because they're the ones that can directly affect AI. So, Chris, what do you got for everybody?
I guess watch out for the AI, like you said. Don't let them tweet.
Don't let them tweet.
Yep.
No, I don't tweet.
What do you got, Thomas?
You better watch out for the AI. You don't know what they're gonna put on Twitter.
Don't let him tweet. What do you got, Alex?
I'm just hoping the WandaVision finale is pretty good. Have y'all seen the new one?
Yeah.
Yep. He's not showing up.
No. Hopefully the rabbit doesn't turn to Mark Hamill. I'll be glad if that doesn't happen. I swear to God, if it goes to end credit scene and the rabbit turns into Mark Hamill, I'm
What?
gonna be mad.
What is that fucking rabbit that she's throwing body parts to?
It's gonna be nightmare.
Birds to.
Anyway,
Well,
I'm hoping also because the Winter Soldier's coming out soon, right? And
Yeah.
I'm hoping they introduce Omega Red, but
Nice.
I don't know if they will or not.
I don't know.
so everybody at this table still supports Disney.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's really nothing I can do there.
I mean, the content's good.
They buy
so-
things I enjoy.
Not a fan. I think White Vision is a little too white.
Well, maybe Disney should figure out how to make them less white.
Give them a Coke.
They turn White Vision on. And he's like, has a Coke.
Arriba.
There's your Coke.
I really wanted to buy a house next year, but now I can't.
What's that?
If you enjoy the show, check out TACT Lab.
That's a very white thing to
Does he
do.
drink Pepsi?
Buying houses.
We're on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all those things. Yeah, check out TACT Lab, hashtag TACT Lab. You can leave us a comment. Leave us 5 stars, 4 stars, 3 stars, 2, 1.
Probably one. Like one comment.
Probably 0. If
They
you made
said
it through
the
the
K
Desert Storm
word.
thing.
Might not.
If you like our Desert Storm stuff, then yeah.
If you like Desert Storm, like, subscribe.
Fuck it, whatever. What is this? Was that sad music?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. We also have an email, tactlabpod@gmail.com, TACTLABPOD@gmail.com.
And if this video gets 40 likes, we will give away this CH47 chin hook card.
Chin
How,
hook.
I'll give away all these cards if it gets 40 likes. There's a Bush one at the very, very top.
So you got a Bush, Dick, and colon, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The trifecta of the
All the male parts.
all the yes.
Well, the women have colons too, but
Well, they just don't have the dick.
they don't have a dick. Well,
It depends on where you're at, I guess. Okay.
times have changed in Desert Storm.